Heracross going for Hex, and I think with how low Lycanroc's health is, that might be enough, you know. And it is! Down goes Lycanroc! Welcome back to MetroMania. If you did not tune in for the last episode, make sure you go back and watch it. What a hell of a back and forth between Heracross and Lycanroc, with Heracross just peeking out the victory in the third round. It was absolutely wonderful. That concludes the Ash bracket, though. We're now into the Gary brackets as we start things off with Nidoking versus Blastoise. This is going to be wonderful. So here we go, Nidoking versus Blastoise. Two big, beefy Gen 1 boys and girls ready to go. This is going to be absolutely bloody mint. Now, Blastoise does have the edge from a bulk perspective, but Nidoking just pips with that big, bruising physical attack stat. Compared to Blastoise, at least. We see Shiny Nidoking start things off with Astonish onto the regular Blastoise there. Now, do bear in mind, with the hidden abilities and whatnot, that means the Shiny Nidoking will have Sheer Force, and the Shiny Blastoise will have Rain Dish. We see Sand Attack reducing the accuracy of the Shiny Blastoise there. Now we're over to regular Blastoise for the first Blastoise move of this tournament, I suppose. Here's a flinging that Leper Berry onto the regular Nidoking there. It's going to go ahead and eat the Leper Berry, restore some PP, you know, the 1 PP. Haha, very funny. And now we have Shiny Blastoise, who's going to go for Blaze Kick onto the regular Nidoking, doubling in there. Don't forget to double in with a kinky subscribe, everybody, and turn on all notifications. Don't know what's kinky about it, but maybe if you click it, you'll find out. Here we see regular Nidoking, I should say, go for a super effective Leaf Blade onto regular Blastoise there, bringing it down to less than half its max HP. Big damage. Now over to Shiny Nidoking with the follow-up. What's it going to do? It's going to go for Noble Roar. Get ready for this. Oh, look how bloody noble that is. Isn't it wonderful? Going to drop the attack stat and the special attack stat of the Shiny Blastoise there. Not good for the Blastoise team. We're already struggling offensively against the Nidoking team. Even though, you know, Nidoking aren't as bulky. We see Retaliate. Going to be resisted there, I believe. No, not resisted. I'm thinking of Reversal. I get Reversal and Retaliate mixed up all the time. Here we see Lick avoided by Nidoking there. So unfortunate for the Blastoise team with a missed move right there. Still, the Nidoking team looking very, very strong right now. Regular Nidoking is going to fire off Steel Roller, but it's not going to happen because there's no terrain to be rolled by the Steel Roller. And now we see Shiny Nidoking with Storm Throw. And that is going to land a critical hit, of course. Always a critical hit on the Shiny Blastoise there, chipping away at its HP. And now it's over to the Blastoise team once again. Blastoise going to go for Vacuum Wave. Now, that is going to be resisted by the Shiny Nidoking there. There, I got something right. Go me, praise me. Here we see the Shiny Blastoise, though, with Work Up, going to put its attack stat back up, basically, and its special attack stat, because it was reduced by the Noble Roar. Let's get that back up to normal. There we go. No stat drops now, apart from the accuracy drop for Shiny Blastoise, which we've already seen has had its negative effect. And now Nidoking is ready to go with Burn Up, but it doesn't have the fire type, stupid head, so it can't even use Burn Up. And now we have the Shiny Nidoking with Water Pledge, which is going to be resisted by the Water-type Blastoise team, would you believe? So, not a lot of damage done there at all. Let's see if the Blastoise team can capitalize now. Shiny Blastoise going to go for Hyper Voice and deal special damage to both Nidoking there, chipping away at both of them. Regular Nidoking not looking so fresh right now. And Last Resort has failed from the regular Blastoise there. Unfortunately, Last Resort just does not work in these kinds of battles. Sad days. Over to regular Nidoking now, and regular Nidoking is going to go for Scizor. Some neutral bug-type physical damage on the Shiny Blastoise, putting it down into the yellow there. Both Blastoise in the yellow zone right now. And there's the Shiny Nidoking with extreme speed. Another physical attack just to chip away, bringing Shiny Blastoise very close, but not quite into the danger zone just yet. Regular Blastoise is going to go for Fire Spin. It's going to land and continue to do damage to Shiny Nidoking at the end of each turn there for the foreseeable future. That's a good thing for the Blastoise team. That'll be very, very helpful. Shiny Blastoise goes for a low kick. It's not going to be very effective, but any damage is better than no damage, I suppose. And there is Shiny Nidoking going down into the yellow zone, into less than half its max HP. Everybody in the yellow right now. Definitely this first round could go either way right now. And we've got the regular Nidoking starting off the next turn with Eruption. That is going to land on both the Blastoise for some not very effective damage, but does bring Shiny Blastoise into the danger zone, so it's looking scary for Shiny Blastoise. Shiny Nidoking now following up with Seismic Toss, guaranteed 50 hit points of damage on the regular Blastoise. That was the smart play right there, because the Shiny Blastoise had a lot less than 50 hit points left, and it would have been wasted. Iron Defense, maybe a little too late coming out from the regular Blastoise there. You probably should have done that at the start of the battle, mate, but I guess raising your defense sharply now is a good idea, I guess. Now we've got the Shiny Blastoise, who's going to follow up with Shell Sidearm, avoided by Nidoking. That accuracy drop saving Nidoking there. Oh, it would have been resisted, though, to be fair. It's a Poison-type move. Signature move of Galarian Slowbro, for what it's worth. And, of course, we saw a bit of Fire Spin damage on the Shiny Nidoking at the end of the turn there. Now, regular Nidoking goes for Stealth Rock, which is completely useless in this kind of battle, but sure, you do you. An argument could be made, though, that Stealth Rock should damage a Pokemon that uses, like, Fly or Dive or Bounce once they've resurfaced or come down from the bounce or whatever. But I'll let you guys debate that in the comments. Substitute, bringing itself down to 2 hit points on the part of the Shiny Nidoking there. That's a bold play. Let's see if that is worth it. We see Shiny Blastoise with the pluck onto the Shiny Nidoking there. The substitute takes damage but does not break. And now the regular Blastoise is here with Doom Desire, everybody's favorite cringy move, so get ready for that. Blastoise chose Doom Desire as its destiny. Oh, there it is. I just cringed with every fiber of my being. It is the cringiest move in Pokemon, and you'll never change my mind. It's cringier than Baddie Bad. Fight me any day of the week on that. And now we see the 2 hit points Shiny Nidoking getting ready behind that substitute with the Leaf Storm, which will be super effective. It's going to drop the special attack, though, of the Shiny Nidoking, but it doesn't care because it got rid of Shiny Blastoise, and that's what matters right there. Down goes its special attack by 2 stages, but down goes the Shiny Blastoise. 1 Blastoise versus 2 Nidoking, one of which has 2 hit points and is behind a substitute. This is pretty tense. We see a Dragon Dance from the regular Nidoking, looking to raise its attack stat. Probably a waste of a turn. I think with a physical attack, you could knock that Blastoise out from this stage, but that's just me. So up goes the attack, up goes the speed. Here comes the Blastoise once again with Swift. It's not going to do any damage to the Nidoking behind the substitute, but may damage the substitute a little bit. There goes the substitute. And of course, it's not enough to bring regular Nidoking into the danger zone. But now, Shiny Nidoking is exposed with only 2 hit points. Can't make another substitute. Even if it chooses the move at this point, it doesn't have enough HP for it. We see Haze removing all stat changes, including the Dragon Dance it just used. What? Really wasted play there by regular Nidoking. Shiny Nidoking using Wish. Now that is a clever choice right there. Using Wish, if it can survive long enough, that Wish will come true and restore its hit points. Here comes Blastoise with Fury Attack onto which Nidoking? Smart play there. Onto the Nidoking with more hit points. Poison Point affecting Blastoise. Wait a minute. Blastoise is poisoned. Oh my word. And here's the Doom Desire taking out the regular Nidoking, I think. Oh my god. There goes down regular Nidoking, but Blastoise is poisoned. So it's going to take the poison damage, and with 2 hit points, Blastoise goes down. Oh my word.
I know what you're thinking. Liam, how are you so goddamn awesome? Well, dear viewer, let me tell you. It's because I drink GFuel! Heck yeah, go get yourself some GFuel. It's 10% off if you use code ACE, and how wonderful is that? Mate, it's an energy formula, just in case you didn't know, with barely any calories and 0 sugar, and a whole heap of wonderful flavors like Nemesis Tea that I'm drinking today. Oh, that is my absolute favorite drink in the world. Go use code ACE, get yourself 10% off your GFuel order today because it helps you save money whilst helping support this wonderful channel. So thank you to everybody that uses code ACE. Remember though, GFuel is for over 18s only because children don't need caffeine. They're annoying enough as it is. And of course, because it contains caffeine, just drink it responsibly. Don't be a dickhead.
And we are back for round 2. Blastoise very unfortunate in the last round. The poison point from regular Nidoking paying dividends. My word. So Blastoise have their backs against the wall. They need to equalize if they're going to take this to a 3rd round. Nidoking just need to steamroll through this round, and they get to go to the Pride round, and they get to go to the quarterfinals, most importantly. We see Luster Purge from Shiny Nidoking to start off this round. Onto the regular Blastoise there, dealing a decent chunk of damage as well, over to regular Nidoking. What's it going to do here? It's going to go for Mach Punch for a nice bit of chip damage there, and they doubled into the same Blastoise, maybe hoping to take regular Blastoise out early, since that was the survivor in the previous round up until the last bit. Although, a super effective same type attack bonus snipe shot onto regular Nidoking there. Massive damage. Absolutely. Wasn't even a critical hit. Just a really big high roll. That was amazing right there. Here's a Dragon Tail from Shiny Blastoise onto the Shiny Nidoking. Probably should have doubled into the regular, to be honest, and got as much damage as possible, but maybe didn't want to risk getting harmed by the Poison Point, much like what cost them the previous round. Shiny Nidoking, though, looking to fire back with Sludge Wave. Gonna hit everybody on the field. Gonna be resisted by regular Nidoking, though. Massively. 4 times resisted, I believe. Will it poison one of the Blastoise? It does not. That's an unfortunate Sludge Wave right there. Regular Nidoking, though, is gonna go for Prismatic Laser, which does have a recharge turn. Shades of Necrozma right there. Onto the Shiny Blastoise. Big damage, though. Shiny Blastoise already at less than half its max HP. And now regular Blastoise is gonna respond with no retreat, which has no downside in these battles. Just a free, basically ancient power boost. Attack, defense, special defense, and speed all up one stage on regular Blastoise with literally no downside, because it wouldn't be switching out anyway. Great move is no retreat in these battles. Here's Luna Dance. That is going to fail from the Shiny Blastoise, I believe, because it switches you out. It KOs you and restores the health of the Pokemon that's then switched in your place. I think that's Luna Dance. Is that right? Here we see Howl, though, from regular Blastoise there. Gonna raise up its attack stat right there, and its partner Pokemon's attack stat by 1 stage. So if you're keeping score, regular Blastoise has +2 attack, +1 defense, special attack, and speed. We see a Hyper Beam. That's very Gen 1, isn't it? From Shiny Nidoking onto Shiny Blastoise there. Big damage, putting it in the danger zone, but again has a recharge turn, much like its partner Nidoking that just had to recharge this turn. Shiny Blastoise goes for Nasty Plot, so that's going to be a +2 special defense. This Blastoise team really going for all of the attack buffs here. This is very interesting. Are they going to start utilizing them is the question, because Shiny Nidoking is still looking very, very healthy right now. And here is regular Blastoise, ready with Lock On. I think that was a mistake right there. I try and be impartial, but I'm going to say that was a mistake. Now is the time to go on the offense. You can't afford to lose this round. Here is Nidoking, though, with Night Slash, which has a chance for a crit, high crit ratio, onto regular Blastoise. Does barely any damage there. Doesn't get the crit. Shiny Nidoking has to recharge. Shiny Blastoise, though, going for Gyro Ball onto the regular Nidoking there. Is it enough? It gets the Poison Point, which is going to take out Shiny Blastoise, just like regular Blastoise in the previous round there. That's so unfortunate. Wasn't enough with that Gyro Ball to take out Nidoking. Gets itself taken out by the poison. It's down to regular Blastoise now to try and take out both these Nidoking and equalize. This is not looking good for the Blastoise team right now. Luckily for Blastoise, its stat buff meant that it is now the fastest thing on the field. Wastes a turn on Withdraw, though. It's at +2 defense, but at what cost, really? If this Nidoking team gets a crit, it's all over. We see Psychic Fangs from Shiny Nidoking here onto Blastoise. Doesn't do a great deal of damage, though. The defense boost allowing it to survive in the danger zone rather than be knocked out. We see Horn Attack. That's a very Nidoking move right there. Onto Blastoise. Not enough damage once again, though. Blastoise is in a very difficult position. It really needs to either restore its health or take out one of these Nidoking at least. What is it going to do here? Its back is really against the wall. Goes for Bolt Beak. Doesn't affect Nidoking because it's a ground type. This is all going wrong for Blastoise right here. We see Power Gem from Nidoking. How much damage will it do? And it takes out Blastoise. The Nidoking team is going to the quarterfinals. It's the first of the Gary side of the brackets to go to the quarterfinals. Now the Blastoise team is playing for pride. Will they leave with their pride? They've had a really unfortunate go of it. Just couldn't get out the gate. The Poison Point of regular Nidoking really saving that team on many an occasion. Here's a Freeze Dry, which is super effective. Super effective. There you go. Shiny Nidoking is looking to get this battle over with quickly. They know they're in the quarterfinals. They don't want to sit here and deal with Blastoise anymore. We see a Fire Pledge from Nidoking onto the regular Blastoise there, chipping away at it very slightly. Now over to the Blastoise team. You want to see them leave with their pride at least, but are they going to manage it? Simple Beam from Blastoise onto Shiny Nidoking there, getting rid of Sheer Force and replacing it with Simple, meaning any stat changes are doubled. Could be a risky play, could be an interesting play, I suppose. We see Growth from the Shiny Blastoise there, going to increase its attack and special attack there by 1 stage apiece. But is that going to be enough? Is that going to be enough to give you the firepower to take down these Nidoking? Nidoking proving a very, very cohesive unit. Shiny Nidoking is ready to go. Going to go for multi-attack. That is the signature move of Silvally onto Shiny Blastoise there. Big damage as well. Shiny Blastoise is pretty much gone at this point. We see Dig from regular Nidoking. That's going to be same type attack bonus and utilize its great attack stat there against these Blastoise. Here's regular Blastoise though, who's getting ready with Tearful Look, but it's avoided by Nidoking because it's underground. So over to Shiny Blastoise now to see if it can follow up with Nuzzle. Doesn't affect Shiny Nidoking, so completely wasted turn, much like the Bolt Beak we saw in the previous round. This Blastoise team were not ready for this competition at all, were they? There's the Dig. Down goes Shiny Blastoise. We're down once again, much like the previous round, to just 1 Blastoise versus 2 Nidoking, and we all know how that went down. We see Ice Shard. It's not going to be very effective from Shiny Nidoking, but it'll do some damage. Just toying with this Blastoise at this point. And now it's over to regular Blastoise, who's going to go for Grassy Terrain, which is going to restore its HP a little bit at the end of each turn, but also it's going to restore the Nidoking team's HP a little bit at the end of each turn. So a bit of a double-edged sword there, or I guess a double-edged shield, because it's more of a defensive thing. A double-edged shield is basically just a shield, though, really. So let's not worry about the metaphors here. God, have you just noticed the Nidoking team are both at full health, though, already? I mean, still, have they taken any damage in this battle? We see Blue Flare avoided by Blastoise, and now Shiny Nidoking maybe looking to follow up on that misstep right there. Gonna go for Octolock, which is gonna reduce the defense and special defense of Blastoise by 1 stage each turn for the foreseeable future. That's real rough right there. Octolock sucks, man, if you're on the receiving end of it. We see Echoed Voice from Blastoise here, dealing some damage finally to Shiny Nidoking. But then the Grassy Terrain is going to heal it right back up. Not fully, but just enough. And there's the Grassy Terrain helping out Blastoise as well there. But down goes its defense and special defense because of the Octolock that's in play. Octolock's real mean, man. That's all I have to say about that. Now we got Shiny Nidoking, though. What will Nidoking do here? Going for Pollen Puff to deal some nice special damage there to Blastoise. Big chunk of damage, though. That was a big high roll right there. Now we have Nidoking regular, following up with Prismatic Laser once again. Loving that move right now, isn't it? Prismatic Laser is going to land on the Blastoise there for big damage, putting it right in the danger zone. My word, even with the Grassy Terrain healing at the end of the turn, I think that's still gonna leave Blastoise in the danger zone. There's the double team from Blastoise, raising its evasiveness by 1 stage to maybe try and avoid some hits. And there's the Grassy Terrain healing for everybody who is grounded, who actually has any damage taken. Regular Nidoking is still sitting pretty. Down goes the defense and the special defense there on the Blastoise. So it's now down to -2, I'm pretty sure. There's the Sludge, typical Sludge from Nidoking. And with the defense drops, that's all she wrote. Down goes Blastoise in that 3rd round. It's a 3-0, a clean sweep to the Nidoking team. Well done to them for such a dominant display. They absolutely bossed it. So let's have a look at those beautiful brackets for next week. We'll find out Nidoking's opponent as Nidoqueen takes on Scizor. That's going to be absolutely amazing, isn't it? Tune in next week.
Hey, look, it's me, Ace Trainer Liam, and I definitely didn't forget to record an outro for this episode, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Go to twitch.tv/Ace Trainer Liam and watch me streams. Use code ACE for money off GFuel, and I suppose I'll see you next time then, won't I? Bye! Keep on training!